Coming up on Mountain News this morning, an abortion bill fell flat in Kentucky legislation this session, causing one senator to call his colleagues out. But one House bill that did make it through will soon allow the home blood testing.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Chas Gayhart. It is 5:30 on Friday, April 12th. Let's go over and check in with Tim on the weather forecast.
Good morning, Chaz. Good morning, everyone. Not as active as it was yesterday afternoon, but definitely cooler at 50 outside our door here at WYMT. And temperature-wise, on average, about 15 degrees colder from this time yesterday morning to right now. 49 at Clintwood, 50 here in Hazard again, 51 at Irvin, and 51 at Prestonsburg. That breeze, it's gusty in nature, and some of the wind gusts approaching 20 miles per hour across the viewing area. And just beyond, as you make way toward Danville and Lexington, we're clipping 20 miles per hour. In fact, at Danville, a gust now getting closer to 30. The pinpoint Doppler radar showing a scattering of rain showers this morning. We look at the loop the last few hours, starting to lose some of the coverage, but guess what? An upper level feature helps to reinforce that shower pattern today. Showers, a few thunderstorms, and a forecast high with some breaks of sunshine and a persistent breeze to 56. That's it in Hazard today. The weekend forecast, you're gonna love it. No, seriously, you're gonna love it. That's all coming up in a few moments. Chaz?
Thanks, Tim. Well, police are investigating a murder in Lee County, Virginia. Virginia State Police were notified of the incident just before 4 p.m. Wednesday afternoon. Officials later discovered that a man was dead in a wooded area near ATV trails along Valley Spring Road in the Rose Hill community. The man's body was taken to the medical examiner's office for an autopsy. His name has not been released. A London man is behind bars after police say he tried to get away from them. Police say 20-year-old Treston Webb was driving his motorcycle faster than 100 miles per hour. After Webb noticed an officer behind him, he accelerated and tried to get away. Webb ended up going through parts of Jackson and Owsley County. He was later taken into custody after a brief struggle. Webb was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. Heavy rain caused some flooding issues in parts of the region last night. Pike County schools will have an NTI day today because of high water. Officials tell us water was over several roadways at one point last night. We're told Phelps is one of the hardest hit areas. It's not clear how much damage was done. No injuries have been reported. 3 months ago, Senator David Yates filed Senate Bill 99, also known as Hadleys Law. The bill would provide exceptions like rape and incest to Kentucky's abortion ban. Since he filed, Senator Yates says it has never been assigned to committee. Now he's filing what's called a discharge petition. Mariah Congedo breaks down what it means for the bill's potential future.
The General Assembly has refused to even hear the law.
Senator David Yates says he feels like this bill has been deliberately delayed. He says the bill should have the chance to be debated and voted on.
It is absolutely wrong for the state of Kentucky to take away any level of choice over what happens next with their bodies.
Hadley's Law is named after Hadley Duval, a rape survivor. The bill would provide exceptions in the state's near-total abortion ban for rape and incest, women with non-viable pregnancies, and when a woman's health is in jeopardy, but not necessarily in imminent danger.
We know that as we delay, we continue to accumulate victims without any recourse.
Senator Yates says he feels like he didn't have any choice but to file a discharge petition. It's a procedure that allows a senator to petition to bring legislation to the full floor for a vote.
It will require that senators vote on whether or not this bill has been unduly held up in committee and not given the opportunity to be heard or come to the floor.
Hadley stood by Senator Yates today, as we've seen her do since the bill was introduced. She says she's disappointed it hasn't been assigned because it's a common sense bill.
It should receive a vote. Kentuckians deserve to know where their elected leaders stand on this issue. How could you choose to not hear out the bill, but you won't give us our choice?
On the opposition, David Walls with the Family Foundation says it's sad to see this, quote, last-minute political stunt by Democrats in support of resuming abortion in Kentucky. He says, in part, the calls by the pro-abortion movement to re-legalize killing preborn children should be flatly rejected. Senator Yates says he's not naive to believe this bill is a guarantee. He says it's a hard vote for a lot of people, but it's an important one. Mariah Congito, WKYT.
There are just 2 days left in the legislative session, today and Monday. For almost a year, UK healthcare workers have been advocating for House Bill 31. It provides at-home blood testing machines to Medicaid patients on blood thinners. Medicaid patients that are on blood thinners usually have to make a weekly trip to the doctor's office. But with the passing of this bill, those patients will be able to use machines at home that can test their blood.
Here's a machine that a diabetic uses to check their blood sugar, and that's very similar to what these home INR machines look like. Medicaid is state to state, and so I hope that since Kentucky has done this, other states will follow suit, and Kentucky can kind of be the model for the rest of the country to give patients access to this great monitoring system.
Amanda Crabtree says now that House Bill 31 has been signed by Governor Beshear, those Medicaid patients could be receiving their at-home machines as soon as this summer. And Governor Andy Beshear signed 144 bills into law this session, including Senate Bill 111, which was supported by a former UK basketball player. This bill ensures those with a stuttering issue have the ability to afford speech therapy. Governor Beshear welcomed Michael Kidd-Gilchrist at his Team Kentucky update to discuss the bill. Kidd-Gilchrist thanked leaders in Frankfort for their support.
I made a commitment to UK, but also the state, and I'm fortunate enough to help the state and also adults like myself who stutter in the future.
Gilchrist provided his own story of overcoming a stutter in support of the bill. Gilchrist says he is not just a national champion, but a person who tried to make an impact in the state. When we return, we'll take a look at how NIL deals are changing the college sports landscape.
It's changing it about what, that much? Exponential. In the meantime, the pinpoint Doppler radar showing widely scattered showers across eastern and southern Kentucky. Does this continue today? We'll let you know. We'll look ahead through the weekend. You're going to like it. The First Alert 7-day forecast is coming up right after this.